unsold stories in rust and gold. Every piece got a tale untold. Oh, it's a wild ride, come and see. Auction nights and history with Steph in charge. It's all good vibes, a little surprise in every find. Where the past and future shine. Dig a little deeper, stand up strong. This is a place where you belong. Out in the woods or live online, Steph's got the magic, it's auction time. From old school vinyls to vintage clothing and home goods, it's all about the memories. Dragonflies dance as the sunflowers sway, sprinkling gold in the Kansas way. Rolling treetops hum with the breeze, through the Flint Hills wild and free. Through storms and dust we rise again, built on heart, built on wind. Stronger than the trials we've seen, we stand with hope, we chase our dreams. Mr. Stephanie behind his shades, fedora low, but the plans are made. Silent moves, but sharp and wise, got that hustle in his eyes. Red clay roads beneath my feet, dusty trails where past and future meet. Through the hills where the tall grass waves, every turn holds a story saved. Of a place where hearts ignite, join the tribe, find your spark. The future's looking bright tonight. Dragonflies sprinkling sunflowers with the Kansas winds.
Oh, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Drop your number if you haven't already between 1 and 125, because there was supposed to be 2 post-it notes up there. Let me see what I did with the other one.
I'm sure it snapped up there and didn't fall.
You may have a did fall.
Hi,
Yes,
Jaden.
Hey, Jaden, welcome in. Welcome in, y'all. Today is $2 Tuesday. Typically, everything starts at $2 or is buy it now $2. We've got a lot of start bids today. Meaning you can get it for as low as $2 if no one else comes in for it. So, today we also welcomed a new month. We are in the month of April. Let's see. What is in the great month of April? Some of the greatest people I know were born in the month of April. See, I just went black on my screen. I'm looking down at another device because
You're
I'm freezing up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey y'all, we're gonna try this. Miss Stephanie, I wish I could find a sunflower bouquet for the wedding. Interesting.
Hi,
How-
Jennifer.
Welcome in, Jennifer. How big are you thinking for a bouquet? Welcome in, Jennifer. number. Drop your number, girl. We've got channel stickers we can send out. We got sunflower bucks up there we're going to give away here in about 15, 20 minutes from now. Let's see what else is about today. Oh, Mr. Stephanie is going to step in for an hour, give or take a little, so I can do my overall healthcare appointment. So that will be just before 5 o'clock Central. We've got some, well, we got a lot of glass today, y'all. We do. We've got glass today. Let's see. What else do we got? We got some plastic cookie cutters. We got some Tupperware. Did I say Tupperware? Did I mention it was $2 Tuesday? Not real big. I don't know. I'll do some checking to see what I can't come up with, Crack and Mary. Let's see. Start bid. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of start bids today of $2. We do have spring-related stuff. We have some Easter-related stuff. We have vintage-related stuff. We've got some questionable of what is it. Let's see. I think if I had to pick right now, out of everything, it's a toss-up, but if I had to grab anything out of the haul today, it would be this. And you might wonder, why would I grab a skillet? Well, it's not just any type of skillet. Notice there's some numbers on it. And there's even a red arrow. Yes, I played with it at the store. Can I do this without breaking it? There. No, it's not making any noise.
Don't bang it.
But that's how you fix anything. You just bang it. It works.
Yeah,
You just gotta bang it.
Yeah, well, one of my glass beer steins didn't make it here because it got banged.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Steph sourced 2 beer steins. Only one of them made it home. Let's see. I need to get numbers. How is y'all's Tuesday going? I am just kind of looking over everything.
That's going to drive me nuts.
Is it? Tick, 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 tick.
What an earbud so you'd understand why it's driving me nuts.
All right.
I can hear
It
tick
does
over
work.
here.
It does work. So, Mr. Stuff was just done. Let's see. S31. Let's see. We are 1 day away from Hump Day. Oh, it is April Fool's Day, isn't it? It's April Fool's. I asked Siri for some jokes because, I mean, I could be humorous. I mean, I've got a kid I raised. Ain't so much a kid no more. They went off and joined the military and come up with dark humor. So
Well,
much
they had dark
so.
humor before the military.
Yeah, they had dark humor before the military. The military just compounded it. What I mean, when the kids in basic, sending their, drill instructor, drill sergeant, whatever you want to call them, to bed because of their dark humor, it's probably went too far. Let's see. Not real big, I don't know. Just what I can find. I hope y'all can come. I'm hoping we can come. There's a lot up in the air right now.
My vehicle's almost to the point of driving cross country.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Stephanie every week has a new part being replaced on his vehicle. And, you know, they can be cheap parts because, you know, we got all the tariffs on stuff now. So, I mean, the last part was like $140, $150.
And that was the cheap part.
And that was the cheap one. Let's see. Start bid $2. So,
And the good aspect is you and I can go on a trip like that with just you and I. All we have to worry about is food and gas, because sleeping, we can sleep in the van. We've got the air mattresses and everything for the van.
yeah, I don't want to go down memory lane 2 years ago. But hey, we could do it. You're right.
Cheapens the trip.
Let's see. What do y'all have planned for the rest of the week? So I asked Siri for some jokes. Can you imagine what she told me? Let's see. The last one she told me is, I'd tell you a time traveling joke, but you wouldn't get it. And that came from Siri. That was her reaching for something.
I mean, I've been good on April Fool's today. Only one person got me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You gonna step off for a minute? That would be the
April Fool's joke.
April Fool's joke. That April Fool's joke. Let me see if I can pull it up. See, this mama, Mima, has been around the block more than once in her life, so I knew it was April Fool's, but Mr. Stephanie did not. Apparently, when he went to sleep last night, he forgot it was April Fool's. Oh, come on. When I want an app to work, it don't. Let's see. So here's the photograph we got today. You can imagine what that photograph is. And Mr. Stephanie goes, I have questions. And the response to those questions from my daughter-in-law was, we have answers. And yeah, so that was today's. Just to bring it up. Yeah. I'm like, it took me all of, yeah, that's a real pregnancy test, but no, that is not my kid's pregnancy test. But hey, I give them A for effort. Let's see. Good, I have, ooh. Yeah, it does not sound like a happy knee whatsoever. I have issues with mine. Let's see, where are we at? We are 14 minutes in.
Go.
Well, let's see. That's 32.
Yeah, our soldier had to call him back.
Is he alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They didn't do their actual job today. Instead, they went around the property picking up random pieces of equipment to do oil changes in.
Oh,
That was their job the entire day. Forklifts.
grunt work.
Yeah.
Yeah, grunt work. That's 33. That's 34. So, what's y'all's plans for the rest of the week? Hey, Happy, welcome in.
Hi, Hippie.
Drop your number between 1 and 125, because here in a few minutes we are gonna do that drawing. Okay. You know what? I said I would grab that, but honestly, I think this is not coming through your $2 Tuesday, but it's an Oriental
Wood photo album.
wood photo album. So that is probably. But Mr. Steph sourced that too. You found all the cool things.
There's that one too.
Oh, and you found that one too, huh? Alright, let's see. I think I might have just jacked up my numbers. Yeah.
Guess we'll find it when it happens.
Yeah, maybe. So, thanks, Mr.
I just figured.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely Mr. Steph is going to start dropping channel. Drop your channel. You should be able to. Mr. Steph's going to start getting into doing, I don't know, nature walks or something on his.
Hippie's asking how much you want for the book.
For that book, without me Googling it, I don't know, I'd do a start bid of $8 on it. That would be a good, right? Because you're the one sourced it. $8 would be a good start bid on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. S 30. Go ahead and start counting it down.
I'm not even in chat.
Oh, you're not up
They
and
told
in
me to
chat.
go drop my link, so I'm
Oh.
for my link.
Drop your link.
I can't find my link.
Go to your channel.
Well, I'd love to. That's what I was trying to do, was go to my channel.
So it does have a little bit of scratching on it, Hippie.
I'll find my channel in a minute.
This is either leather or vinyl. Almost feels like a vinyl. So that's the material that
I
holds
thought
that
it looked
together.
cool when I saw it at the place we were sourcing. So
And then got that on either side. I don't know what it says.
and
And
it's sold
then-
to Yippee. What number you want to put on it?
Let's do S35. There is, say, 20 to 25 sheets per, and you could do front and back on these. So just to give you a measurement. I know I don't have to, but it just so I can say I did.
Hi, Subi.
Hey, Subi, welcome in. Shoot. 10 1/4 by just over 6 inches. So, congratulations.
Make it into a junk journal.
That's what I thought. It looks cool. It's got the, year range. I'd say it's probably 70s. At the very late would be 80s. Let me get this written down. So I said 35 for that one, right? That's 35. Yes.
Yes, sorry.
And it was $10
Yes.
for hippie. Alrighty. Oh, we've got our first sale and we are over 20 minutes. So if you're just coming in, drop a number between 1 and 125. We're getting ready to do the Sunflower Bucks giveaway. Can you set this in Hippie's box, please? It's the box there. And kind of judging her box, we're probably, how much glass does she have in there?
Not a whole lot.
Okay, so she's still got some. Alrighty, let's see. I am gonna grab Sunflower Bucks, and yes, oh look, I've got one marked for the first and one for the second, so I'm already halfway through for tomorrow. All right, you want to put your stop signs in? And I asked Siri for these numbers today, so this number I didn't pick, Siri did, which is 64. Number 64 is for the $5 in Sunflower Bucks. Sunflower Bucks are good towards an item, so if you get 5 items that are $1 each, then all you're paying is the shipping on those items. Alrighty. We had no one above 64 except for one. And that is that is Ashley Reed. So, Ashley Reed, you got $5 in Sunflower Bucks. You can use them today. You can hold on to them for a week if you want. Let me write on here. Ashley.
Let me have my notebook.
There you go. Congratulations.
You're cool, hippie. She's subbed to me.
She subbed to you. Yay. All right, I handed that off to you. Yeah, we're good. Alrighty. Let me figure out what I was doing. Okay, there's that one. There's this one. I've already done 35 because we did that
Mary's
first.
got a question for you in chat.
Okay, let me get this going. Alright, what besides a wooden box on the black?
What's beside the wooden
What
box?
is
So it's either the flowers or the unicorn.
this one? Is So, you're talking this right here, Crack and Mary? If you're talking this wooden box, there's sunflowers. That's part of a project I've yet to do. I will get to it because it involves sunflowers. I had this unicorn trinket. Oh goodness. Why did I do that? Okay. So I've got that. I've got glass down there. I don't need to be dropping stuff on. So I've got my mandrel. I've got my scissors. I couldn't figure out where they were until now. So if it's that one, that's what was on there. So, if you're talking up here, then that's a sunflower. And you know, sometimes you see something out in the wild and you're like, what the heck is that? I mean, obviously it's a sunflower, but like, what do you do with it, right? So it's like, well, maybe you cover it with something, but then
you got it in your hand.
You're wanting working. So I have not done anything with it yet. It's silicone. That's going to be the number S36. Start bid's going to be $2 for it. It is silicone. It says Charles Vicon. Anyways, over here it does give max temperature plus 220 C's or 425 Fahrenheit. So there's that one.
Looks like a drain plug.
It does look like a drain plug. That's what I kind of thought it might be. Is, you know, it fits over the drain. The horse. Okay, the horse was a unicorn. I'm not even sure what I did with the paper. I was asking $6 for it, but we could do a start bid of $2. Why the heck not?
What was the number?
G7. G7.
Hippie's in for S36.
All right, let's go with S36 first, since that's where we're at. Honestly, this is what S36. I mean, it is big enough to set a pot on it.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I set it there. Hey, it does.
So, Crack and Mary, are you bidding for the unicorn, or are you throwing a $5 bid on the sunflower heat mat thing?
The sunflower heat mat.
For the horse. Okay.
All right, so we've got two going on, right?
Jennifer says pot cover.
A pot cover.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, a pot cover. That would make sense. I don't know. You can hang it up, so.
All right, so I'm going to count down to Hippie first, going once for $2 to Hippie.
All right. And then be sure that you put in your sold what it is. So if I have to go back and look, please.
Going twice to Hippie.
So, yeah, you could hang it on a wall if you wanted to. S36, $2 to Hippie.
And it's sold to Hippie for $2.
Congratulations,
and then
Hippie.
the unicorn, Crackenberry's 1 for $5.
All right. Go ahead and count it down for Crack and Mary, and I'll put this over here.
So we're going once for $5 on the unicorn to Crackenberry. Going twice. If I'd actually, put in a number instead of saying G. Last call. And we're sold to Crack and Mary for $5.
Thank you, Crack and Mary. And where is it here, right? Let's see. I need something to
Wrap it in?
Yeah, to wrap it in.
There's some paper towels.
Yes, that way it stays. Alright. We are 4:30. Oh.
I thought they looked kind of cool on the unicorns. We picked all those up.
Yeah, and then here I've got these unicorns. So 2 of them I would say we're in a collection together, and 1 is not. But let's go ahead and show them anyways. So this is going to be for choice $2 S37. So I'm not doing the dish, okay? We're just doing the unicorns. Let me see if I set this down.
Crack and Mary wants them all, so she's in
She
for
wants
the $2. Hippie likes the covered dish.
The covered dish, I was asking 6 on. This one is not marked. I have that one, and I have another with the wood. I know where it's at if I needed to go get it.
Jennifer, she used to have a whole unicorn collection when she was young.
So 3.5 is the length on it. Looks to be 3 1/4 tall, and that's to the horn. So this one is going to be similar in height and size. Yeah, about 3 1/4. This one is not marked either. And this one's approximately 4 inches.
And going once to Crack and Mary for $2 for choice.
So these are your white ones. And these are the ones that got some paint on the back. See that?
Going twice.
But I'm pretty sure that those were in a set. And one.
Last call.
This one is marked made in China. Made in China. This is ceramic. I almost kept this one, but you know. So, and she wants all 3 of them,
Yep.
right? So,
I already put it in.
okay, that works. That's how I was going to have you do it.
Thank you, Jack and Mary.
Yes, thank you, Dragon Mary. There. I know I've got some little totes somewhere.
And what's for dinner? I'm doing smoked turkey breast that I brought home from work. And whatever vegetable or whatever I could find up there to throw into it.
And that was Kraken Mary, right?
Yep.
Kraken Mary. Thank you, Kraken Mary.
Yeah, I kind of luck out with work. Every so often, I'm allowed to bring home like the meats and stuff that didn't sell the day before.
Alrighty.
Hippie wants to see the dish.
Let me figure out what. Oh, there it is. Alright, so this is a wheat pattern. So this is what it looks like together. I believe it's 9 inches in diameter, but I'll get another measurement on it. So you got your wheat pattern there. And on the reverse side, you got the wheat pattern again. I did not find any nicks. This has had somewhere, but I would say it's seasonal. G72. G72.
And Hippie's in for 6 on it, so.
Go ahead and start counting down. It is, I can't read the first part, but the last part says France on it. Right here, it says France. 9 inches in diameter.
And we're going once, going twice.
And the lid is about 5.5 tall. So under 6 inches, that will fit lovely anywhere. I have a weakness for these, but the one thing I see
And we're sold.
is people are buying these, and this is what they're doing with them. They're getting figurines or whatever and they're displaying them. So, congratulations, Hippie. Thank you.
Hippie.
Where'd I put it? There it is. Hippie. All right, Mr. Steph. Yeah, just be careful, because.
I just figured that way in a sliding ding. So.
All right. S32 is a start bid of $2. $2 for this guy. S32. Start bid is $2. He is from Japan. He's marked in black. It might be a girl. I'm not even going to lie. It might be a girl. It might be whatever you want it to be. Orange top. Blue hat, and these appear to be white with some blue streaks. So it does show some age and wear, but still a really great piece. Let's see. It's about 1.5 inches wide. 1.5 inches wide. It does, doesn't it? It gives me the whole like 30s vibe. You know, the newspaper boys. too. It kind of give me.
Of course, it's kind of fun to shop for $2 Tuesday and go into a thrift store.
It is. Yeah, because as long as we keep
lot of
items,
smalls.
as long as we keep the smalls, budget friendly, we can, yeah. All right, that is S32. Start bid $2. Let's see. I need an actual box that doesn't have anything in it. I know, right? Alright. We're going to show a few things we've showed before. S16 is a starting bid $2. It is for the American Bison. National Wildlife Federation. It is copy 19. Looks like 96. So it gives you the story of the American
Hi, Tuber Chat.
Bison. Hey, Tuber Chat. Hey, Kevin. Welcome in. Y'all, if you're not subbed to Tuber Chat, y'all stop what you're doing right now, like for real.
I'm getting ready to drop the links.
Click on the link Mr. Steph is getting ready to drop in the chat, and do yourself a solid. Even if you're just crafting, even if you're just vlogging about walking down the river, you're going to want to be hooked up and connected to Kevin with Tuber Chat. He is above the Canadian border. What is it? Niagara Falls, but the Canadian side. Somewhere in that area. That's where he's at. He's on at least twice a week. Possibly more than that, y'all. I've been out of sync the last couple of weeks, so I'm trying to get back on track. And but his channel is where you want to be. I think he does average runs of about 3 hours, give or take, right? Somewhere around there. Even if you can't stay the whole time, just connecting with other people, other creators. There's people that just do keto stuff. There's others that do nothing but paint or craft. So it just that's even if you're not really building your channel right now, you're still gonna want to be connected to him. Alrighty. S16. Start bid is $2 for the American Bison. And now the difference between a buffalo and a bison is a buffalo, God made. A bison and men intervened.
Yeah, Hippie, if you're planning on building your channel, that'll be a big deal right there for you.
Yeah, and he does feature people on his channel while he's doing his lives. His mods and his members take priority over, I'd say, the new person walking through the door, but the chances of being your channel being featured is still quite high. Kevin goes the extra mile for everybody in the universe. So, at least in my opinion. So, all right, S16, that mug may just hang around for a moment. Let's see. Let's do some pottery. I'm looking at it really quick. This is stuff we sourced today, y'all. So none of it's been cleaned. So we're going to say this is usable condition.
What's your number?
Oh, S22. Start bid is $2. It's been used. What for? Who really knows? It looks like maybe a little bit of soil. But it is your terracotta material. You got your cactus. Sorry. I don't know why I went blank other than, my youngest in combat boots when he was in basic, mind you, COVID, right? So basic was, what was his phrase?
He embraced the suck and decided not to just take the cactus, but to take the whole cactus along with icy hot as lube.
Oh, okay. All right, so you got your blues, fades down to white, into your browns. So you got your cactus. I'm going to see if that's sagebrush or maybe, what's that one? It's not sagebrush, but the other one out there. You got some birds carved in here. This is all carved in, and then the color's glazed. So S22 aloe, thank you. So it is 3 3/4 in diameter.
Hold on a second, Kevin. I'll make it easy for you.
Mr. Steph's gonna drop Hippie's channel link. Just a moment.
There you go, Kevin.
There you go, Kevin. There's Hippie's link. So this is 2.5 inches in diameter for the bottom. And it's 3 inches tall. So just a really cool piece. It's a good planner. It does have a hole down here.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Craig. Welcome in. I haven't started yet. I will soon. Yeah, we all got to start somewhere.
That's it.
So if you're catching the replay, S22 terracotta, pot thingy. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. All right, let's see. I've got about 5-6 minutes, and then Mr. Steph's gonna have to jump over here. So,
Show your Easter. Yeah.
you want me to get these things that we can't quite decide what they are? I think it might be someone's crafty bell project, but hey, we're gonna show it anyway.
Cool.
They look cool. I do know tapers fit in here because they were displaying one in these.
What's the number on this?
So give me a second because I have not issued a number for these yet. What was my last number?
37 was the unicorn times 3.
All right, so let's go with 40 just to be.
Okay.
And it's going to be for choice as 40. And start bid's $2. So S40, and it's going to be for choice, start bid. I have 2 of the white ones. I have a blue one and a pink one. So where did the experiment go wrong, you ask? I thought this was wax up here. But I'm thinking someone probably put candles in there and tried to glue them in. I don't remember which one.
Happy April, everyone, Craig says.
Yeah, happy April. So these, and all of them have, I don't know what it is.
It's almost like a glue or something.
Yeah, it's almost like a glue.
They just look cool, though. I mean,
But I can tell you, tapers do fit in them. So this one's your pink one. I've got 2 white, and I have a blue one. And they're all chicks. So chicks, checks, whichever. So $2 for choice. Get your blue, you get your white. I don't know. Oh yeah, they do sit on each other. So you got your blue, or your white, and your pink. Yeah, you know. If anything, them just sitting on the shelf somewhere staring at you can make you feel good. Well, maybe not. But hey.
Yeah, it might even be hot glue. Not sure. Like I said, they just
It
look
might
cool.
be hot glue. It might be hot glue. It's just kind of weird. Alright, so I'm going to stick these down here in the shelf. Maybe I shouldn't be touching glass. Remember
That's
that
what
time?
happened to my other beer stein mug thing. Was you touched it? It was glass.
Alright, S30 is a starting bid $2. Oh, S30 start bid is $2, and this I was looking to see if it had a magnet. My grandmother's got one similar to this, but it's got a magnet, so it sets on. But this is your kitchen timer. It does work. It does work. It goes up to, well, it says it goes up to, looks like an hour. At least 55 minutes. But this is going to drive.
He's in for S30.
This will drive Mr. Steph cray, so I'm sure he's going to cool this one down quickly. And let's give a size.
Going once to hippie for $2.
It's somewhere around 3 inches in diameter. If you had one of those bikes back in the day that had the little ringer on it, yeah, this is about that size. This is about that size. Mr. Stuff's like, just shut it off already.
Last call.
Hey, I think I'm going to set it for an hour.
Take a thinking over here. We good.
Don't give me that look.
And we're sold to hippie.
Thank you, hippie. Alright, remember, don't give away everything.
Don't give away everything. That's what I should tell you.
I know, right? Mr. Steph is going to step in while I go and do my overall health care appointment. So, nothing in this actual tote other than maybe the clothing to be brought to me.
Well, no, because all that clothing is the stuff you have to get free out of.
Well, yeah. Alright. Let's see. Measure anything. I've tried to number this guy and I still can't.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out in a few.
Hi,
Hi, everyone.
My drink. Let's start with that thing.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Alright, thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, how's everyone doing? All right. Hi, Skylar. I will drop your link when I get back over to my side of the room, so it'll be about an hour. All right. So, S34. And all right. So S34 is this nice little candle holder with a shade. It's put your tea light or whatever in, and then the shade fits on, and has the vent so the candle doesn't burn anything up. It was made in China. It was Young's Incorporated is who originally made it. And it's $2 starting bid. There's no damage I can see to where it connects to each one. There's not any nicks. There's none on the outside of the shade. But it is... S34. All right. So we've got Hippie and Skylar both in. It's a start bid. So Skylar, you'll have to come in for 3 or more to be Hippie, because on StreamYard side, she was the first one in. I thought it was kind of just a neat looking piece when Steph sourced it when I was pulling it out in there. But, and I can't tell. I don't see any like black smoke ring anywhere in it. So I don't even know if anyone used it with the candle or if it's okay. All right. So we got it to Hippie. And count it down real quick here. It's going once to Hippie. We'll be going twice to Hippie when last call. And looks like it's going to be sold to Hippie for $2. Thank you, Hippie. Let me get your name wrote on it here. All right, we got you wrote down. Got your name on the ticker. Thank you. Please send to Skylar and bill you. Done deal. Done deal. Thank you. That was cool of you. All right, so I'll go set this in Skylar's little box that we got going over here. Awesome. That was cool of you, Hippie. Thank you. That's the one thing I will say, Skylar, that I have found roaming the YouTube universe. There is a lot of really good people over here. When my van broke down here in Manhattan, all I read on Facebook and all these groups is how rude everyone is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there with the tire half off my van, and I had probably 30 vehicles in that 20-minute stop. And, hey, do you need help shoving it? Whatever. I've run into the same thing here. I hear all the bad things, but 99% of the people that we have dealt with through YouTube have been awesome and super friendly and just really want to just be there for people, So, all right. So, she got a sticker on either one of these. Yeah, right there. So this one here, this item here, I've got 2 available. So it's going to be for choice. It's going to be S26. All right, so S26, I've got 2 of these available. The flowers are all intact. They're not all beat up and busted up on the front of it here. It does have the gold painted top on the frills on the top. They are, one of them has the sticker that says the Made in Taiwan. The other one, the sticker's not there anymore. You can see there's no sticker on the bottom, but they are the same piece. There's just 2 of them. And they're pretty. They're just kind of cool. So, but these are start bid for $2 for choice. So they're $2 a piece. If anyone's interested, it's S26. And I'm going to write them down in my notebook real quick here. Flower base. All right. Got it wrote down. That's what they look like. They are just a hair over 4 inches tall from the bottom to the top. The top spread from edge to edge on like the little sunflower spike things that are there is right at 2 inches across the top there. The base of it is 1 3/4 inches with about a 2.5 for the roundness there. They're just kind of neat little pieces. I saw these and was like, hey, those look cool. And the flowers were all intact and weren't all beat up and busted up, because that's normally what you look for is when they have these stuff hanging off the edge, is they get nicked and beat up. Any interest in that one later, you can put the number in or send an email. When my sad said I had 2 of these beer cups and now I've got 1. S24 is, these are a local beer mug. Whoa, what are you doing? Why? All right. Starting bid $2. All right, so these are Oktoberfest 2008 from the Little Apple Brewing Company up here in Manhattan, Kansas. There's no damage to this one. The other one, the whole side of it's busted out of now. I saw these and picked them up, and time we got home, I was missing one of them. The handle side was completely busted off. I don't know if it just rolled over in the bag wrong or what. This one does have a number 1 on the bottom. I don't know if it really matters for the clear glass like it does for the blue glass. All right, Hippie's in for $2 on S24. Anyone else? It will be 3 or more. Ton cedar. It is about 5.5 inches from the bottom to the top. The top lip on them is right at 3 inches, and the very bottom base is about 3.5. So since there's no other interest being shown, I'm going to go ahead and count it down here to Hippie. Going once to Hippie for 2. We're going twice to Hippie for 2. last call. And sold to Hippie for $2. Thank you, Hippie. Thank you. I got to get it all wrote down here. S24. Thank you, Hippie, very much. All right, get this over into her box. There we go. Thank you. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. S31 is my next item. And Cancun. Trinket dish. All right, so the next item is a Cancun, Mexico trinket dish. It does have the Cancun, Mexico on there, the inside. It looks like a little bit of paint loss right on the inside of the lid right there. I don't know really what it's made out of. It's not ceramic or anything like that. There is the sticker on the bottom. And this is a $2 start bid. So what's cool about this kind of stuff is, let's say you've been to Cancun, and when you were there, you just didn't have the money to buy the fun stuff. Well, guess what? I'm selling it a lot cheaper than what they're selling it for. All right, Skylar's in for this one. Anyone else would have to come in at 3 or more for it. It's 31. I wish, because trust me, for the weather that's coming in tonight, I don't know if I really want to be in Kansas tonight, guys. We may turn into Dorothy by the end of the night tonight. They're calling for some really, really nasty stuff. The image they were showing on the radar, for like the projected, what it was, looked like the old school Tornado Alley was completely fired up. It ran all the way from into Texas, all the way through up towards the Great Lakes, and it's the old spot for it. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to write this down, and then we'll start calling it down. S31 is the Cancun trinket. $2. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start counting it down here to Skylar for the $2. We're going once. We are going twice. If anyone else is interested in the nice little Cancun thing, it takes $3 to gain it now. Last call to Skylar here. Good. Thank you. And we are going to be sold to Skylar for $2. Thank you, Skylar. And we got it right down over there. Let me go throw this over here. All right. Thank you, Skylar. You guys are awesome. All right. Anyone like Beanie Babies? So the place we were sourcing today, like I said, $2 Tuesday is kind of fun because your goal is a lot of smalls. And, you know, a lot of times when you walk into a place to source, you're looking at glass and all this big stuff. That's fun. But I think I kind of like the little $2 stuff. She didn't have a number on these yet. So I'm going to number is S38. And let's see what his name is. Tuffy. All right. So the first one I've got, and it's going to be starting bid at $2. He still does have his heart tag on him, and it's in good shape. It's not all torn up and beat up. The other one I've got, the tag's a little beat up on. There's no damage to him anywhere. He's just kind of a cool little doggy. His name's Tuffy, and he's a start bid of $2. Hi, Maritza. How are you today? He is from snout to tail, right at 8 inches from his snout all the way to the end of his tail. And if he was standing on all fours from the top of his head to his feet, is right at 5 inches. So he's just kind of a neat piece. He really is. You know, Beanie Babies are interesting because there was a huge craze about them forever. And then the company got a little greedy and decided they were going to retire all the items to try to make all this money. And now they're not worth what they were originally worth. So all right. So we'll pass on Tuffy. And I'll bring up the other one here. And it's going to be S39. And Jabber. Jabber. And so anyone like toucans? I've got a toucan. His name's Jabber. Now, remember I said there was going to be a condition issue with this tag. The tag's still there, but it's got where it looks like it's been chewed on by maybe a little itty bitties. But it's a toucan. That's the only damage to him. There's no staining, no smell issues. S39. All right. Hippie's in for S39 for $2. Anyone else want to come in for 3 or more? They can. All right. We're going to go ahead and start counting it down here. We're going once to Hippie for $2. Looking for 3 or more if anyone else is interested. We're going twice. Last call. And we're going to be sold to Hippie for the $2. Thank you, Hippie.
Hey guys.
And then C-Prods, I think, is going to come in and help me mod. That'll make life easy. So what I'm doing is, no matter what it is, write down, there'll be an S number I'll give you. Write down next to that S number what the brief description of the item is, and then how much, and then leave a space so we can write names. Now, this is going to make my life a little easier. Thank you, Hippie. You're awesome. I got to get a tag wrote up for it here. Did I leave a pin over there? No, it's right here. S39. Yeah.
Jumper beans, but or is it Jaffer beans?
No, I already got it.
I know.
Yeah. There we go, down in her box. All right.
I'm using
All right.
that.
Well, thank you, guys. Thank
Too
you.
much.
All right. I'm trying to break glass. Trying to be like Steph. This one's going to be S29. Put trinket egg.
Trinket.
Yep. S29 is going to be
How do you spell trinket?
just spell however. I'm the only one that's going to see it, so me and Mom are the only ones that's going to see it. All right, so it's going to be a starting bid of $2. I'll show you the top of this in a minute. I want to show you the bottom still has the maker's sticker on it. I don't know if anyone can read it or not, but there's the maker sticker. I don't feel, other than just the normal maker's feel around the edge. You can see a bubble there that was maker's. There's no nicks, nothing's chipped out of it anywhere. So then the lid on this egg. It looks like a little monkey or bear. It looks like a little bear holding a daisy. Is the flower. It is not signed, which is kind of a bummer because I'm sure it's hand done. It doesn't look like it came from a factory. Like there's a completely different color to the lid compared to the rest of the egg. I don't know if anyone can see it. S29. Hippie's in for $2, looking for 3 or more. Oh, Kraken's in for 3, looking for 4 or more.
Oh wait, I have money now. I could start bidding, but
No, you're in here modding, so you're not bidding.
Yeah, that's
Skylar
why.
says very cute. Hippie's in for 4, looking for 5 or more. Kraken's in for 5, looking for 6 or more. See, this kind of stuff's the kind of stuff my grandma used to do. I've got stuff in storage where they're little wooden eggs that she did. Out to Kraken. All right, so I'm going to count it down to Kraken for 5. So write 5 next to it. Going once to Kraken for 5, looking for 6 or more. If anyone else wants to unseat Kraken.
Twice.
Going twice to Kraken.
Let's call.
Last call to Kraken. And I think we're going to be sold to Kraken. Thank you, Kraken. Unicorns. Awesome. Thank you, Kraken. Did you sell it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Send it to Hippie. Will do. Write a note there that says send to Hippie.
$.
You're awesome, Kraken. Thank you. See, and just like that, Skylar, someone repaid the favor.
I'm just going to say $5 per and 250.
That's fine. I'll fix it the way Mom likes it a little bit. Okay. Thank you, guys.
I just don't have enough room to.
Yeah. All right. So we've got us a little wooden box. It's going to be S28, Richie.
It's 28. Okay.
And I'll take care of putting it in the chat. So,
And then I'll just write down what it is via chat and
wooden
stuff,
box.
you know.
Yep. All right. So S28 is a wooden little box. It does have, it was made in China. It originally sold back in the old days because that's like the old Walmart tags. It has the department number and everything up there. It sold for $1.99 back in the old days. So, the inside, there is a little bit of damage to one of the fins right here. I don't know if I can get it right there. You can see where someone's banged it up against something and knocked it off there. Other than that, I don't see any issues. We've got Hippie in for 2, looking for 3 or more if anyone else is interested. It's just kind of, it's a neat little box. It really is. You know, in the stop sign box there, I guess we'll call it. But all right, so we're going to start counting this down to Hippie for $2. We're going once to Hippie for 2.
I'll be back.
Yep, you're good. Going twice to Hippie for 2. Last call to Hippie. All right, we're sold to Hippie for $2. Did you get it wrote down?
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you.
You know, write it down, and somebody goes $3 on last call. You know.
And I'm looking to see here. Steph left me a small pile of stuff to work with here. All right, so we're going to do. Oh, thank you, Hippie. This one's going to be S20.
S20.
And it's an address book. All right. All right, so S20, it's an address book. It's got a nice little flower on it. It's not a huge one. It's not your black book, you know. Somewhere I've got the black book one running around. I picked up at a yard sale a couple years ago. Which Beanie Baby? The one that was left, or the doggy? I've got him, and then I've got one that I haven't shown yet. That's a black one. They'll all go for $2 today. So just let me know the black one or brown one there, Cracking Mary.
Yes.
Yes. Is that yes to one or both? All right. Hippie's in for S20 for the $2. I'm going to go ahead and count it down to you, Hippie.
Both of them.
Yeah. Both of them. I'll count that down here in just a second, Cracking Mary.
So that's $4.
Yeah. Now you're going to take, what's the next S number below? Like down there, there's a break.
The next S number.
Last call. Yeah, let me see the notebook real quick. All right, so you're going to put, look at the name on the tag on the bottom down here and put it on S33.
It's 33.
Yep. All right. And we're going to be sold to Hippie for $2. Thank you, Hippie.
Oh, so just right.
Yeah, because they each had their own numbers. So
And you said S32?
whatever, S33, S32, whatever the next number down there that's blank. All right. So
why is there two S32?
is there?
Yes. S32, S32.
All right, we'll mark one of them. We'll mark it different. All right. Thank you, Hippie. All right. So it was S32 or S33?
S33.
All right. S33. And what was the other one that was down there? It's marked. It's in purple.
Tuffy.
Yep. What's the number?
30.
And S38 sold to Kraken Mary for 2 times $2. Yeah, equals $4. Thank you guys, both of you guys. Thank you. That one. All right. All right. That way I keep all of Steph's side of this straight.
So, cracking, right?
You're cracking, Mary. But they all go in the same box, so it really doesn't matter. But, you know, I try to keep it separating when I do the paperwork for Mom. Hold on a second, guys. Throat's dry. My allergies are killing me. Last night we got off and we decided, hey, let's go take a drive before we eat supper. You couldn't hardly see to the end of the street up here. It was so smoky. And then by the time we got into the Little Apple, the smoke was cleared off over there. All right. Did you get it wrote down there, C-Prods?
I'm working on it.
All right, let me look at your numbers because I'm going to have to do a number change on this. So do S41 down here. Yep. Oh, I need that pen back. All right. All right, trying to keep Steph's numbers straight. This one's going to be S41. And it is a small picture frame. Starting bid for the $2, guys. I'm doing everything as start bids because I figure if, kind of like earlier when Skylar and Hippie both wanted the same item, it gives a chance to, bid it. All right, so this is a small little photo picture frame. It holds a 1.5 by 1.5 photo. It says right inside there. Tells the brand, everything in there. It is Gans is the name of the company that made it. There is on the leg, you can see a little bit of damage. It doesn't affect how it works. It's not like anyone's ever going to see it because it is on the back. I don't actually see really any damage or condition issues to it, but it looks like a little purse. Just kind of a neat little piece. It's something that, you know, we saw today and it kind of spoke to us, and the price was right to be able to bring it for $2. So that was S41. If anyone's interested, later you can holler. We'll get you situated.
What, the bell one?
Huh?
What's that, the bell?
That was it's not a belt, it's a purse.
Oh,
It's an old school purse.
it looked like a bell.
All right, so S23. Oh, S41. Skylar's in 4. So we'll
Go back
up here. I forget the lag's about 6 to 8 seconds. So S41, we're going to go ahead and count it down to Skylar. We're going once to Skylar for the $2. Looking for 3 or more if anyone else wants it. We're going twice to Skylar.
Last call.
Last call. Thank you very much, Skylar.
So do I
And
just write
it's
Skylar? or
Yep, just write Skylar next to the $2 that's over there. I'm building an inventory list at the same time as self. If you haven't figured that out yet.
Well, obvious.
I'm trying to make it so we get it right because we are Steph registered through the state for the business, so we got to make sure we keep our P's and Q's straight. You're welcome, Skylar. Thank you. All right, so we'll go back to anyone got littles or want to make cookies for other people or cookies for yourself. If I wasn't sugar free, I'd probably make my own cookies. Huh? S23.
Okay. Bye.
And these are cookie cutters. And it's going to be a lot. And it's starting bid for $2. And I'm going to pull them each out of the little Ziploc baggie that they came in from the thrift store, and I can show each one. I'm sure they're Easter. They're Easter colors at least, or spring colors. So the first one is a butterfly. And they are plastic. They're not metal or anything like that. So they're not ancient old. They're not, part of our vintage idea. These are just something we saw, and, it's something fun to bring. There's a tulip. Cookie cutter. The third one in this lot. I'm going to say it's a chick. I'm not quite really... Or a bunny? Oh.
The whole entire lot is $2.
Yeah, the whole lot is $2. Starting bid on them. This one here is a bunny. And this one's your Easter egg. So they're an Easter cookie cutter set. There's 5 in there for the $2. Robin's in for 2. And that works out, Robin, because, when just before we ended up with our little over 2-week hiatus away because of getting sick and everything, we were going through all these ones that we had built monthly boxes, but we didn't pull out of the box. We were stacking everyone's stuff in the same box. And then every, week I would go through and pull off everyone's stuff. Well, realized I missed something in one of your shipments. And it would ask why you asked if there was a box still here for you.
Going once to Robin.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and count it down to you, Robin. But yeah, so it makes it to where I can, locate that piece and make sure it goes with these to you. I was planning on sending it, going twice to Robin. I was planning on sending it out this last week and then dropped over $600 in a vehicle. The good aspect is my vehicle's not too far away from being able to drive from California to New York with no problems.
Last call.
And when you put the sold in, put sold to Robin and put for $2. That way, if there's ever any question and we have to go back and rewatch, we can actually look through the chat and see where. Thank you, Robin. We got you. Put your name on the tag. Now I gotta find something to put your stuff in for right now.
All two are open for $2.
Yep. So when we ended up taking over this room after Firecracker decided that, you know, she's 18 and wants to go find out what life is. So we took over her room. That's how we got our new sales area right now. But when we took it over, I put together, I ordered it from Temu and wasn't sure what it would be, but it's like a huge clothing rack. It's got 3 sections. It's got little shelves to it that I can stick boxes on the shelves so I can keep everyone's stuff straight so we don't run into those issues anymore. This is a learning experience doing the sales online, let me tell you guys. All right. So we got some more items here. What time's it getting to be?
5:37.
I only got about 25 minutes. All right. Next one's going to be S25. And it's a 10.
Lunchbox.
No. And obviously, because it's $2 Tuesday, everything starts at 2. All right, so this is S25. It is an Aloha Premium Shortbread Cookies tin. There's no dents in it. The tin looks cool. The pineapples everywhere and all the, you know, like the flowers and everything from like Hawaii. It's what the back looks like. It has, instead of being a clip, it's got, you know, like that. The inside, there's no condition issues. None of that. Hippie's in on S25 for $2. Looking for 3 or more. If anyone else is interested to unseat Hippie here. All right. And we're going to go ahead and start counting it down here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Going once to Hippie for $2. Looking for 3 or more if anyone else is interested.
Hippie.
And Robin wants Hippie to fill it with chocolate cookies and send them to her.
Okay. Last call.
I'm a big one on certain types of tins. You know, to me, it's got to have, you know, something to it. And like this one, like I said, just the artwork is just really cool on this tin. I mean, it looks like a little lunchbox. It's kind of cool. And it was just something that, you know, we sourced today and thought it was just a cool thing to bring.
Sold to Hippie.
All right, sold to Hippie for $2. Thank you, Hippie. All right. So, let's see. Let's mix it up a little bit. I don't know where the card went to these.
What?
All right, what was the last S number that I had you write down at the bottom?
41, and that's the small picture.
Okay, so S42. going to be these. And they're a start bid for $2. Yeah. Oh man, you guys are awesome. I'd be worried that you guys were upset with each other, but you know. These are salt and pepper shakers. Start bid for $2 on these guys. They are blue. They are salt and pepper shakers. Got one salt, one pepper. They do have their stoppers in the bottom. They're not marked. This one here, and as I'm dumping salt everywhere, on the bottom of this one, you can see right at the edge. They're not really visible other than just right at the very, very bottom. You can see right up right there next to my finger. You can't even see it on the camera. Maybe I'm just, trying to make sure. Yeah, they are a cool color. Oh, I know you and Robin pick on each other a lot. It's kind of like Jessica when she comes in. You guys are always joking, and that's what makes the chat fun. That's, Yeah, they're a cool color. They are a blue, like a light blue, like what I would call a farmhouse blue. It's got kind of that, I don't know how to explain it other than say it's kind of a muted down gray blue. I always just kind of called it farmhouse blue. That's kind of what, whenever you'd go out to an old farm and you'd see a farmhouse painted blue, it's kind of the color it always was.
I would have to say that either satanic
but they
sky blue, where it's, a little glossy, but not.
All right, so we'll pass on those. Anyone else sees them later and is interested, we'll get you taken care of. So sit down and eat. Brush the salt and pepper off of me.
It does, hippie. Mid-century.
And I think I've Googled Linsden before, and I think they're kind of comping for, I think it was like $6 on all that. It did show, I want to say, it's been a while, but I did want to say it was showing like 90s for him or 80s for him. Robin's going to take them. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just put sold to Robin for $2. We're not even going to worry about counting it down, and it's going on 42.
Yeah, you could do that. And I'll just write down Robin.
Yep. Thank you, Robin. Like I said, they're just kind of cool pieces, and they've been here a little while, so time to move them on to the next person. That's kind of the goal in life. I think it's fun to take and, I go source something here, like that beer mug that Hippie got. I'm going to send that from Kansas to Hippie, and she may end up turning around and selling it later for something, or giving it away, or dropping it at a thrift store. And now I've got Kansas stuff in a completely different state. And I just think it's kind of cool moving stuff around. Maybe I'm just kind of a dork that way. I don't know.
Major dork.
All right. So next one is S15. So you'll have to write it down somewhere on the sheet. Like flip that sheet over and go to the back side of that page. And write S15. I've got to get a can of air. I'm blowing salt off of her keyboard. Yeah, it's going in your freezer for beer. I haven't had a beer in ages, man. It's 15, and this one here is Nature Center. All right. So this one here is S15. It's a starting bid of $2. It is the Great Plains Nature Center coffee cup. Now, if you're into all different kinds of birds, it's got a whole bunch of different birds and flowers. There's the red cardinal, the bluebird, the hummingbird. Just kind of a neat cup. Yeah. Since you moved to the country, there's nowhere to have beer. Yeah. I'm not for the bar scene, and we live in a college/military community up here with having all right, Robin, I'll get you called down for that. With having the college and everything up here, with having KSU, bar scene's not my cup of tea. It's all college kids. But it's just kind of, I'd rather sit at home, and I've been that way for years. Even before Steph and I got married 20 some years ago, I'd go to the bar to play pool and maybe have a drink or two, but it wasn't ever a party scene for me. We got together, and obviously we had kids. And so.
Really? What?
Yeah, but like up here, like half the stuff, and we have two different downtowns in Manhattan. We've got a one that they call Aggieville that is that's all it is college. It was designed, it's literally a block across the street from the actual university, and it's got everything you could imagine. It's got bars, it's got restaurants, used to have a vape store that pulled out. It's neat. It really is. It's a neat area.
Let's go.
But it is all college kids. And so like the bar scene, that's just not my deal there. Now we could go down to Points, which is the actual downtown. And they have some pretty neat little bars. They have one that's called Bourbon and Baker or something like that. And they do baked items and bourbon. And so it's really cool. Hey,
C-Prod,
you're going to have to move out of Mom's way real quick.
Mr. Steph, set these over.
Yeah, now see, we actually, one of the things that we were discussing is after all the kids, and this has been something we've discussed for years, of where to go once all the kids are moved out and we're completely empty nesting.
All right.
And New Orleans was one of the places, but Steph's back, so I'm going to tell everyone, see you in a little bit. I'm going to step off. I'm going to take back over my modding job and kick C-Prods out since he's been so awesome and helping me.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, C-Prod.
I added for $2 because I forgot to.
So I found your mess up on your numbers, by the way.
Oh, you did find it.
So we fixed it. So the only things left to show that I haven't shown are those two box things and the tile. Look in the box down there, and you'll notice there isn't a pile of stuff.
Okay.
Pretty much everything I showed was going.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a minute, y'all. Yeah. The great thing about healthcare is, when you work with enough and get enough people together, it's simultaneous. But then jumping back over to myself, so it's like, yeah, Mr. Steph's selling while we're talking. And then, we might have even watched y'all for a little bit. All right, just get my stuff back together.
So that beer mug is going through hippie. She's going to put it in her freezer so she can drink beer out of it.
Hell to the yeah. Hey, Mr. All right. I gotta make sure he hasn't showed this. I don't think he has, because I don't think I've wrote a number down for it. Oh, we still have 2 giveaways up there. Let's do a giveaway. Hey, anyone that is in here hasn't dropped a number between 1 and 125, go ahead and do so, because we've got a random choice. And then we have channel sticker times 2. What does that mean? It means you get 1 for Mr. Steph and 1 for me. And then, yep.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, Doug, welcome in. Let's see. Let's do the channel stickers. All right, channel stickers. It does have tomorrow's date on it, because you know today is April Fool's. Let's see, what else Siri told me. Siri told me, how did two cars start dating? It was my attempt to get Siri to have some humor for
They turn on their
April.
Uh-oh.
No. All right, so for 2 channel stickers,
Hold on, I gotta put something.
that would be 1 of Mr. Steph's and 1 of mine. Mine, of course, is in my old sold area. It's on the desk. It got lost there. And then hand me 1 of yours, and I'll show y'all. Mr. Steph's is a true 3x3. Mine's just short of 3x3. But there's Mr. Steph's. And yeah, it's a 7.
What is it?
Number 7.
We have a direct hit.
Woohoo. Cool.
What? Jennifer?
Uh-huh.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
the Jennifer
Hey,
Hayes.
Jennifer.
Well, Jennifer, if you're still lurking in, I don't know that she is, but if she is, you're getting 2 channel stickers. You're getting 1 for Mr. Steph and 1 for me.
I like the channel stickers because they're an easy giveaway that even if you don't buy anything, you're not waiting forever because it's just literally a regular envelope, a stamp, and out the door.
Yep.
So,
2 channel stickers. Did you steal my pen?
yeah.
It's purple.
Yeah.
It's very identifiable.
I sent it over here to C-Prods when he came in and decided to.
All right. So, the Jennifer. Congrats. I don't know that I have Jennifer's info, but I know people that do. So I'm not even worried.
Well, that one's just a dartboard and throw, man. Almost everybody's got Jennifer's info.
Guess who I'm going to ask? Do not answer that, because not everybody needs to know who I go to. Well, it depends. It depends on who you are and where I can find you on the YouTube highway. On to who I ask.
Okay.
All right. So Jennifer, we're putting. I know I have the others. Where'd I put them? Oh, they're right there.
It's
They're
in
right
the oven already.
All right, we'll have another giveaway here shortly, and it's a random, so you can either choose a channel sticker or you can choose from our giveaway bin.
All right, so give me a minute for you to saw anything talk for me.
And welcome in, Doug. Working and lurking, or lurking and working, huh? Yeah, that's me a lot here lately. All right, Mr. Steph, where are we at on numbers?
Hold on just a second.
Well, to answer, how did 2 cars start dating? One swiped the other. That was my luck with asking Siri for jokes.
Vehicles, it's called a tag swipe.
Alrighty, so you said these haven't been shown yet, right?
Yeah, just hold on a second.
We can wait a minute.
All right, we're good. Let's see where we're at.
Alright, where are we on numbers? 'Cause I'll need that next.
S42 was the last number I took.
So S43.
Yep.
Alrighty. S43 is milk class, and a very large milk class. So it's got your floral design there. There's your design. So S43 start bid is $2. I have not seen any condition issues with this piece. The diameter is 9 inches. Well, that's the top diameter. And just because Doug's in the room,
Depth.
we're looking at approximately 3 inches in depth. Got 4 feet, one there, there, and there. They are approximately 3.5 inches from one to the other. So 3.5 inches. Let's see. We can, well, here. It'll work good for a bowl. Or a hat.
Do a haircut off of it.
Yeah, you could do it.
Maybe that's
Maybe
what I
I'll-
ought to do for work. Yeah, I think you better quit messing around.
Maybe on your head. Here, let me get my hair back up. Alright. So S43 start bid.
Hippies in on
$2.
S43 for $2, looking for 3 or more.
And it does have this, I don't know if it's cabbage leaf. Almost, it is a leaf.
I'd say
So,
it looks like cabbage.
yeah, I'm thinking it's cabbage leaf.
All right, so we're going once to Hippie
Yep.
for $2, looking for 3 or more.
No chips, no cracks, no flea bites, no dings. It's all,
We're going twice to Hippie.
I'm going to set it down and I'm going to write Hippie's name on it and I'm going to hand it off to Mr. Staff.
Last call.
Because me and Breakables is
Cabbage
not
rose patterns, what Hippie said.
cabbage rose pattern. Yeah, I bet you that's exactly what that is. Cabbage rose.
Goodbye, Hippie.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right. So
Alright. S27 is a start bid of $2. Start bid $2. And this is
thank you, Hippie.
a weaved basket. A weaved basket. And we'll get dimensions on it as well. So, for starters, it is 2.5 inches in depth. It is 4.5 inches in diameter. With the basket top on, you're going to get a full 3 inches. Full 3 inches. I mean, just saying. Just saying. This is your weave basket. It is malleable still, so I mean, you could stop it with whatever you'd like to. And that one is S27. S27. So If you catch the replay, just either leave it in the comments or drop me an email. Alright, so this box is your shows.
Right.
Right?
That's the one we've showed that haven't sold yet.
Alrighty. Your next wooden box
Should be S21.
is S21. Starting bid is $2. This is hand painted, gold trim. See all that? Woo, that's gold trim. See, can't see it, can you? Wait for it. There you go.
Hippies in for S21 for $2, looking for 3 or more.
So it doesn't fully, it shuts, but there is a little bit of a gap. Who knows? I just now realized that. It's not broke. So,
And we're going once to Hippie for $2, looking for 3 or more.
who knows? So, oh, it is hinged.
Going twice.
It might be cedar. Depth, you're at an inch in diameter there.
Last
You-
call.
2 inches with the lid. And 5 inches in diameter. So,
Hinges needed.
yeah, hinges. That would be my
And
guess.
We're sold to Hippie.
You can see it just right there.
$2.
That one there. Thank you,
Thank
Hippie.
you, Hippie. Great buy. Yeah, another great buy.
All right, where were we on numbers again?
Just a quick sec. S44 is your next number.
S44. All right, S44 is a old book. S44 start bid is $2. It is a vintage book. Past that, I can't tell you at the end it says gold on it. So S44 is this book. It says gold. So we're gonna put S44 start bid $2. This is gold by Stuart Edward White. Stuart Edward White. Doubleday Page and Company is the manufacturer. It says gold. It is signed there. I am looking for makers. It says matte there in pencil. I do not see copyright. There should be.
Let me see where it goes.
And that might say 1913. I'm not sure.
That's what it says, but that's not the year of the book. Right here's copyright 1913.
It is copyright 1913.
Copyright 1913.
All right, so this isn't a vintage book. This is an antique book. So gold is its title. It is over 100 years old. It does have, talks about prisoners, the rain, the golden web. It does have this art in the back. Let's see. Garden City, New York.
All right, Hippie. She'll check it whenever, here in just a second.
Sure. It's got 338, including that page there. And then it has the Stuart Edward White, who has brought the East, the South, North to understanding. And it's got a total of 13 pages. So it's a pretty big book. Gold.
Title of book is Gold.
Gold. And here's the front. Here is the back. The binding is still out there. It is loose. You can feel, it's had some use.
Better have had some use for that being that old.
Okay.
Hippie's in for S44. And I'm going to go ahead
and count it
down
down.
to her.
Says the bully, the gold washers,
Going once to Hippie.
upriver. So the pages are all still incredible.
Going twice.
Thank you, Hippie.
Last call.
And before we go any further, I am going to hand this off to you, and then I'm going to check my email.
Yep.
Alrighty. New vape.
I did really good enough vaping on screen.
Typically, but every once in a while, another, or you got Medea and Harley Quinn, or whoever you want.
So she's using her computer, guys, so she's kind of freezing out. So give her just a second.
Let me read it all the way. Yes. And so, Hippie, the answer is yes. I smoke vape.
So I had that
Trust me.
problem, and it all depends on what flavor and the brand of juice.
The flavors all matter. The type of vape. This one, I think, has a flow sensor thing on it.
See, I didn't care for a lot of the disposable vapes.
See, this one here, this one's new. It's still got that sticker, but you have controls for your nicotine and your
Or
eyes.
spice level.
So
Yeah, the very first.
yeah,
level
I'm
is
90.
0.
I've got 97 and I've had it a couple hours. So y'all want to know how I'm getting through the last few weeks? The Ox Bar is the one for me. All right.
And the place we buy our disposable vapes and everything, they actually get them in pieces and assemble them.
45 or is it 46?
45 is your next number. I mean, we both
You
smoked
said
forever.
45, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Start bid for this trinket is $2. This is another one of those. Oh, darn. But I ain't got the room. So, as 45, start bid is $2. It is marked Taiwan. That's what that says. Taiwan. And it's just 2 little kids, probably siblings. I was going to say that's a sunflower, but it's pink. Sunflowers are pink too, right? Let's get a measurement on this. So it is 2 3/4 wide by 2 inches. So 2 inches here.
All right, Maritza, I got you. Maritza's wanting the wheat basket.
The wheat basket.
The wheat basket that was passed off.
We're gonna say 3 3/4. 3 3/4. So it's just one of those nostalgic pieces. This is ceramic. My mama used to do ceramics with, what was that? Head Start, yeah. So that's the thing they used to do. That's S45. You catch 30, please. Just right on the paper.
I'm going to.
All right, let's see. I've got some clothes. A lot of these clothes, I'm going to tell you right now, are large, extra large, maybe of a medium. But I do have a couple larger items, at least one of them. So I do have sloth pajamas. Sloth pajamas. These are all pre-owned clothing. So the first one is a size large garnet heel. I did not write the number. It's going to be 46.
Yeah.
Starting bid's going to be $2.
It's a top, right?
Yeah. 46 start bid. $2. So S46. It's your white. I'm going to say it's cotton, but don't give me the line. Let me see. It does not say. But it's got the eyelets. It is full size, large, full cap. It is very pretty. I wish I could have gotten this in a bigger size, but so Garnet Hill is the maker. And it's a size large. So let's see. What can I say about it? You do have the string, so you can. Yeah, I don't get tangled, right? Can be left loose, or you can roll it up. That is S46. Okay. S47 is a strapless blue. This is t-shirt material. This is size large, extra large. Strapless bra, y'all. Strapless dress by Lark and Gray. So Lark and Gray is the maker. Large, extra large. And this is navy blue, sapphire blue. So I am 5'4", and this is right here at my collarbones. And this is at the top of my ankles.
Hippie's in for S47 for $2.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just count it
Yeah,
down.
just go ahead and start counting it down.
If anyone else is interested, they can interrupt the countdown and we'll have an auction and go from there.
S47.
Going once to Hippie for $2. Going twice to Hippie. Last call.
It's a very breathable material, so.
Hippie says she'll put some straps on it. Thanks.
Not a problem. You're welcome. Thank you, Hippie.
And welcome back, Craig.
All right. S48 is 3X. It is Secret Treasures. It is sleepwear. You only getting the slots. So, okay. Now the cool thing about 2X, 3X, or bigger, when you're talking pants, sleep pants, they do roll up really well. So I can tell you, a 1X person, even a 1X person could wear these. So these are your burgundy purple. And then let's see, three or four different colors at the slots. So these are cool, comfy, just overall. They are your fall, winter, and spring material. So that is S48 3X $2 start bid. S49 is extra large.
Music shirt.
We're going to say it's a music shirt. Size extra large. It is like a wine, almost a purple hue, but not quite. It is long sleeve. It does button down or button up, however you want to. So, I don't know. It's one I'd button up. It's one I could definitely
Throw on over
Throw
to
on
kind of give you
under,
that arm
yeah.
protection.
Yeah, and you get buttons on both the arms as well. So, again, that's S49 extra large. You do not have a maker. It does not have any sign of wear. Let's see, S49. This is one of those items that I was like, I'm not sure who would like that, but someone
It's
might.
interesting. Kind of like when we left that thrift store today, the lady told us that they're one of the neat thrift stores where you can find a lot of neat little stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's always a hit or a miss, you know. Alrighty. Let's take a break between the clothing. Does anyone like horses?
Or street ones.
Yeah. So this is going to be S50. This is a horse trinket box. I don't know what you call that material. It's not ceramic. But I'm telling you, if you put this in the freezer for a hot minute, took it out and threw it, it would break.
Hippie says that music shirt would be cool for karaoke.
It would. So it does have one condition issue. It does have a chip there. But that doesn't impact anything. And then here is the box. And it's got the wood feel. It's got the wood appearance without being either. On the front, it says EDC. Copyright 2000. It's either an 8 or 3. So, let's get dimensions on this. It's 1.5 on the inside. It is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then with the horse, you're looking at right at 3 inches. So if you got 3¼ inches on a shelf, this will fit in there. Inch overall cool piece. That is S50.
Ow.
I think he's wanting to go out.
That's a good possibility. I'll get your next one in.
Alright. Anyone into junk journaling?
Is that what that book is? Or-
It's a start to a journal.
Okay.
So S51 is start bid of $2. And you get this journal. That's what it is so far. It's got sunflowers on it. 1, 2. Okay. It does have that, what's that paper that they tear up and recycle it and glue it back together, whatever, and create paper. That's what that feels like. On the inside, it just looks like old-time paper. It's got textured paper in there. I don't know that you're going to be able to see it, but I'd say there's probably 20-25 pages there altogether. So it's a good start to journal if you're into
for that one
that.
for $2.
Okay. If he's in for 2 on the journal, looking for 3.
And we're going once to hippie.
Yep, go ahead and start counting it down.
And going twice to hippie. Last call.
This is 8 1/4.
And sold to hippie for $2.
By 5 3/4. So yeah, it's a pretty big one. Congratulations, hippie.
Yeah. Thank you, hippie.
Is anyone interested in the Smithsonian? S52 is going to be a start bid of $2.
All right, hippie. Have a good evening. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for coming, hippie. Have a great evening, hon. Alright, so S52, start bid is $2, and you get the Smithsonian Engagement Calendar 2025. Smithsonian. And you have the calendar on one side, this is weekly calendars, right? Info, and then art on the other side. So same thing here. Weekly stuff, some info, art. Let's see. September. It's just art.
I know. But I'm looking.
You're
because
looking.
it's Smithsonian. So the story behind that is my grandma has artwork that hangs in the Smithsonian. So,
But but you have a weekly calendar on each. This is for 2025. It's your engagement calendar. And that is $2. Okay. S53. It's all there. This is your Connect 5. Connect 4.
Connect 4.
I was thinking it was Connect 5. Come on. S53 is a start bid of $2. You just don't get the box, right? So you got all your pieces in here. Let's just pull it out and show you. So you do get part of a game board. Just not the full
Probably got the
shebang.
directions how to play it.
Yeah, but I was looking to see if it had a year on it. And I don't see one. But it's so old that someone tried to put their name on it. Okay. Then you have those with yeah.
Let me see.
There. Just gotta be smarter than the game, right? And then
It's got your checkers.
here's your checkers.
Hey, Scooter.
Hey, Scooter. Hey, Scooter. I got slots, and I did sell them. All right, so S53 is the Connect 4 game. Welcome in, Scooter. We still have one giveaway, so you are still good to throw a number in, girl. I know it sounded mischievous, didn't it? We still don't know on the light yet if it works because we have to get those round battery things.
I wrote them down.
It's probably watch batteries.
They're bigger than watch.
Oh, they're bigger than watch? Alright. So, you do get that. You do get the Connect 4 instructions. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Then you get this mesh bag with the zip, the drawstring, and the checkers. All for the low price of start bid $2.
And your number's good, Scooter.
And your number's good, Scooter.
So, Scooter says she loves her sloth nightlight. She thinks of us too every time she turns it on.
Oh, no, that's cool.
It's cool.
Alrighty, let's see. Let's find some slots.
It's
Going to be in this. So
S40.
Scooter, S48 is awesome. S48 is start bid $2. So S48, and it's sloth pajamas. Now you're going to say, "Oh, Steph, I've got winter hips. Guess what? These are 3X. Well, you can say Steph, but, winter's gone. I got my spring thing going on. Well, great. These have drawstrings. So you just went from 3X to 2X. Whoa, you need less room? Well, look, you're already down to a large. So guess what? If you want S48 for the low price $2.
So Scooter's getting it.
All right.
I'm already counting it down. We're going twice. And then read chat real quick while.
You don't even have to show. I might have to tie it around my waist a few times. Right? I mean, we gotta get lively with this. Well, thank you, Scooter. Do we got Scooter King yet? No.
I don't think so.
No. I'm like a bull in a china closet, so I'll have to have Mr. Stucker up it. Yeah. Oh, I did not write her name on that. I'd have caught it when it came to packing.
Alright. And then I need I got some.
You're welcome. Thank you. And you need what?
Nothing. Right away.
All right. How about some nesting boxes? Now, typically, I don't show y'all what I pay, but some of y'all are under this belief that I give everything away. So these are going to be $2 per choice, not $2 altogether. Okay. So these are nesting tins. There's at least 2, but I think there's probably 3. And that's what I got into that one. So, let me pull the rest of them out. There's at least 3. Alright. That one, I've got a little lesson. The lids fit. Alrighty, so I have 3 of these. They're identical. They are nesting tins. We're going to do $2. You know what? I'll tell you what. If someone wants all 3 of them, I'll give them to you 3 for $5. That's less than $2 a piece. So. And they fit in about like that. So. That's what I was looking for. This one is 4.5 inches tall without the lid. In diameter, it's 4.5 inches. Yep, 4.5. So 4 by 4.5. These are so cool because, I mean, you got the whole farmhouse thing going on. The inside's excellent on all of them. That one might need, I don't know. Someone might have scribbled in there, you see it? But this is 3 3/4 by 4 inches. You know what? Let's just do a start bid.
I've already got it in.
Okay, that's fine. Hear him calling me woman. I remember a time when woman was my grandma. 3.5 by 3 1/4. No, 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4. So, lids do fit firmly. So you got that one, you got that one, and you got that one. There's 3. Ain't nowhere else you gonna get 3 nesting boxes. $2. Just saying.
You're 10% left.
My 10 person welcome.
Yeah, I found out something about Hippie. She likes tins and boxes.
Dude, I cry every time I think about that top shelf I left in our farmhouse, or in our townhouse.
Oh, I know.
All that tin we got from Ohio.
The sad thing about it is it hasn't been scavenged by your dear little ant.
Yeah, I know.
We can still get it.
No. That's an adventure we don't need to take. Alright, so that one was what? S54. So what's everyone's plans for the rest of the week? If you catch the replay and you see anything that was passed on, you can leave a comment on the video or you can email.
55.
S55 is not for one piece of Tupperware,
Are those actual Tupperware?
but two. Tupperware. Now, these do have condition issues, meaning they are old as dirt and they've been used. No, not quite as old as the Hands of Time, but I mean, it's all right. So, this one is 4 cups or 1,000 milliliters. So you got your blue here. On this side, I think it was supposed to be red or something, but it ain't no more. But it is got your 4 cups. Yep.
The cool aspect,
Cups
even though the paint's
for-
not there, you
right
can still
there.
see the measurements.
Yeah, you can still
molded
see
on.
them. They're on there. Okay. And now this one, I don't see a Tupperware make on it, but it's almost got to be there, right? I don't know. We're going to sell them together. Starting bid $2. And that's for S55. S55 start bid.
So how much more do you have?
Just this right here.
I'm gonna see if C-Prods will come in, and I'm gonna go get a cheap bag of instant mashed potatoes to go a second.
Okay. So, that one is 1 cup. 1 cup. So,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the cheese right back.
yeah. 1 cup, liquid, 8 ounces. That's what that one is. And they're all raised. So, just because you cannot see the writing, it is there. And that's your Tupperware. This one's marked. The small one is not. Alright. S56 is. I'll remember it here in a minute. Noah's Ark. I knew if I stopped trying. Noah's Ark. This is pewter. I'm guessing it's pewter. It's got the feel, it's got the look, and it's just got the weight of pewter. What did I say, 55? No, this is S56. S56. Start bid $2. And it holds your business cards or whatever you want it to hold. So, let's see.
I got it.
S56. Got Noah up there with his. Okay, got Croc and Marion at 2, looking for 3. Got Noah's Ark and Noah with his staff. Then you got a giraffe. I'm not sure what's on the giraffe. It's someone writing on the draft. And then this is just the backside that, you know.
Cracking, just making sure that was for the
Hey.
Noah's Ark, right?
Kraken Mary, you're in two for the Noah's Ark, correct? Hey, Kathy, welcome in. I will get some dimensions on this one. This one's a good weight to have if you know how to use projectiles. Just saying. 2.5 inches by 1.25 inches. It is 2.25 inches tall. 2.25 inches tall.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Kraken Marion at 2. Looking for 3. Go ahead and start counting it down. See prods, please. It is a pewter. I'm guessing it's a card holder because it holds the post-it notes pretty darn good.
Going once. Keep cracking there.
Going twice.
Was cool.
Thank you, Kraken Mary. Alrighty. And someone asked me a while back, Steph, what is it like to vape? And I said, well, run into the store and grab a citronella candle. There you go. My overall healthcare team, my medical, that they don't argue. Because I bring to the table every time of, alright, vaping can't be any smarter than cigarettes, but tell me which one's worse.
Smoking cigarettes because it
And
has
there's
rat
valid
poison.
points. There's valid points on both.
Yeah, but the more
Someone-
valid point is rat poison in cigarettes.
Alright. Now I'm closer to that box. That's that one. Alrighty, let's see. That was 56, right? So S57. It's going to be for choice. It's going to be a $2 buy it now for choice. And I have 3 available. So S57,
Bracelets.
they're the pocket bracelets. So they look like they're a watch, but they're really not. But they do snap on. I'll be able to get this maybe. Well, maybe they don't really snap. Maybe they just pop it. See, there's that little button, but I don't see anywhere to put it. Unless maybe like that. No. Anyways, I've got 3 available. They're all pretty much the same. I mean, they're slightly different, but these 2 are pretty much the same. And that one's a little bit different. So this is S57, $2 for choice. And there's 3 of them available. So I think we're going to go ahead and do the random choice drawing. And then we're just going to run through these close really quick. I think we'll close out because that should be close to being back. Alright, if anyone hasn't dropped a number, if you have, that's fine. But if you haven't dropped in a number between 1 and 125, do so. I'll give you about 20 seconds and then we're going to do this drawing.
Well,
No, I already have it.
oh.
Got the number back here. Thank you. No, I asked Siri for the numbers too.
Yeah, well. Obviously, because 2 hands, 2 digits, 1 hand's the number. Yeah.
Dude, you're cool. Alrighty, go ahead and put sunflowers in the chat, please. And this is a random choice, which means you can choose whoever wins. Can choose a channel sticker or from our giveaway bin.
I honestly don't know how many that does it, but
That's
I
fine.
put a lot.
You put a lot. Oh, well, yeah, you did put a lot. All right, for this giveaway, number 56. Number 56. If we don't have anyone straight on 56, then we go with the number immediately above 56.
Immediately above?
If no one came in at 56.
Well, there's nobody at 56.
All right,
but
and then it
Hippie's
can't.
at
It can't.
57.
Hippie's at 57?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think she's won tonight.
She hasn't.
Alright, so just write random. She's not here, she's already gone, but I will make a note. Hippie. Hippie, if you catch the replay. Otherwise, I'm going to have this up on here for tomorrow. Hippie asked what she would like.
It might turn into something specific if anybody else wins.
Well, no, it'll be Hippie. But it'll be tomorrow when we come back on. Or it'll be sometime next week.
I have left the phone here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try to attach it to the wall there. Alrighty.
You know what?
Oh, I lied. I got one more item before the close.
Oh,
So, this is a silicone.
binder. That's it.
It's, I don't know that you would call it a purse. You can put makeup in it. Give me a second. Trying to.
It looks like a binder, so.
Oh, you could set. It shows like an iPad makeup. It shows.
Yeah, it's not
So,
specific.
but
something
it
for-
does have. So this is going to be. What, 58?
Yeah.
My last number was 57. So, S58.
Yeah, I forgot to put S57 above the.
You're fine. Alright, so you attach it there. This is a silver tone chain. Start bid is $2.
Oh,
So,
it does look like a purse with the chain there.
yeah, the chain.
So,
Yeah, and this is new. Just doesn't have its package. It is pink. It is like your pastel pink.
what do you suppose silicone?
SIL. O SIL cone CONE
Yeah, but
S58. Just pink purse is fine. And it's silver tone chain. I'm going to take the chain back off. Oh, and it's magnetic right there. There's 3 magnets there, and then there's a 4th there. So it just fold over.
starting bid $2.
Starting bid $2. This is 9 a 9x7. 9x7. So it's cool for a teen or a preteen or even a young adult. I can take this back off and put it back in. And that is for S58.
SPP.
Alrighty. Does anyone like the Grinch? I know.
Did you literally ask which one? From the Christmas Carol or
Well,
the
this
Grinch
one's gonna
that
be
stole?
It's gonna be Christmas. Alright. So let's see. Is it 59 we're on?
Yeah.
S59. Start bid $2. Is size large. It's a
Final jacket.
what's that? Marmot? Is that the maker? Marmot?
Yeah. Marmot.
Okay. Size large Marmot. And it does have your weaved. This is pink.
Does it have a E at the end or I'm just
No.
okay?
Marmot. It is beautifully lined. Zippers do work.
Large what?
Yeah,
Vinyl
size-
jacket?
I don't know that you call that vinyl.
I said vinyl, not vinyl.
No. Yeah, size large.
A
It's got-
vinyl, it depends on the pattern.
Well, it's a quilted pattern. Two fronts.
Yeah.
No, it's a quilted pattern. Design. S59, $2. Alrighty. S60 is a Cato woman. CATO woman. It is 22 by 24 W. 22 by 24 W.
You're
It
right.
is long sleeved. And it's got that like cashmere kind of feel. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's coming off black with maybe some purple. So what's your question?
When you're just rushing and I didn't even put in
Alright, so it's
S59 in yet into the chat.
okay. If anyone was interested, they'd have claimed it. So we're on S60. It's Cato, C-A-T-O,
C-A-T-O.
woman.
Woman or woman?
Woman. It's 22 by 24.
They're a woman.
So it's plus size clothing, and it's beautiful, and it's comfortable, and it could be yours for $2. I just love the sleeves. Okay. That's 60. We did the giveaway. Yep. So S60.
Still going?
Yep. Getting through these really quick, and then did you show the Mother's Day and Father's Day
No.
M&M stuff?
No.
I think we'll wait and show that tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to go start working on something. And then we got to turn your van around. Everybody in the park's prepping for this weather tonight. So we're talking baseball size hail.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and close it. We can prep for the
I
storm.
can move your van around.
You were not moving my
Not
vehicle.
in the tight quarters as this trailer park is.
It's literally.
All right. Hey. Listen, we can argue about this once I'm muted.
It's literally a T. Yeah.
Hi. Hello. All right. Do not misbehave.
Sorry, chat. I cursed.
They didn't hear you. I had you muted. All right, y'all. I think we're going to go ahead and close. Yeah, it's getting dark over here, so a storm is getting close to bearing down on us. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for stopping in, whether it was for a moment or you hung out most of the time. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It will be our final day of the week. I thought I had that I was scheduled with someone, but maybe not, or I missed the email. I don't know. I'm still trying to catch up on the emails, y'all. So, invoices for this week's sales. I am planning on rolling those out on Thursday evening. Shouldn't be any reason why anyone's goes into Friday. I don't think I have that many orders this week. See, past that. If you are if you are my monthly folks, today is April Fool's Day, but it is also April 1st. So I will be getting y'all's invoices worked on and all that good stuff. And those will roll out on the day we have arranged. If you need a different day, email me. Past that, yeah, I think that's us for tonight, y'all. So you can catch us back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see. Let's see who is on right now. Who is on right now? I am thinking that here in about an hour, if it's not right this second, Scooter Renee and Selena, I think, are coming on or will be going on. I think they start at 8 Central, but I might be wrong. I've been known to be wrong in the past. So Scooter, Renee, LLC, let's see when she is scheduled. She doesn't show live, so I would say it was 8. 7:30, y'all. 7:30. 7:30. Yeah, see, there she is. There's Scooter Renee, LLC. It's her and Selena. And I think Worldflow. And, this is like, what is it? It's one fry short of a Happy Meal. It's also missing the chicken nugget. Chicken nugget's going to be there. Chicken nugget's going to be there, y'all. Let's see. So Scooter comes on in 28 minutes, y'all. Let's see if there's anyone else, because I really do not intentionally overlook anyone. Y'all, if you're up early but crack of dawn type people, I'm happy for you. I'm not that person. I tried to be a morning person. Right now, my body's not agreeing with me, okay? Let's see. Right now, it doesn't like morning at all. So I'm trying to get back on my whole schedule. Trying to think. I think tomorrow they're on with Josie, y'all. With Josie's Place. I've got too many gadgets. The phone versus laptop is different. Alright, so Auctioning with Friends is on right now. That's on January Auction House. They are on right now. I guess I could be putting this stuff in. You're going to see some funky stuff because I got to open another screen. So I'm going to drop Scooters. Revive It Sisters are on right now as well. I got to mute. Y'all might still be able to hear through, but let's see. Let's get this stuff. Oh! Mike kills me every time, y'all. But it saves me some money, right? Because I'm over here and not over there. Mike has the goods. I'm an 80s baby, so I am a sucker. Alright, so they're live right now. That's for Auctioning with Friends. Or Auction with Friends. And then Scooters. Let's do Revive It Sisters because they're on. And then I'll do Scooters because Scooter is 26 minutes out. So let's go to Revive It. Maybe I should just go back to the other screen. There. That's better. So Heather and Shane are on right now. They got Cobalt Blue going on. That is some pretty blue. Can I just say that? Alrighty. So here is Heather and Shane, the Revive It Sisters. They are on right now. I'm going to hit the backspace. I don't know who's all selling on Auction with Friends, but usually it's Tuesday. So usually it's Mike and Nana. Reed Timmer, y'all. It's real. Reed Timmer's on right now with the denominator 3. Yeah. You know who he is. Let's see. I do not see anyone else. Wait, alive. No. No, it's just regular feed. So that is y'all's algorithms throwing its weight around. So I do not. I'll refresh it once, but I think that's all we got for this evening, y'all. Consume the Goodness. They're on right now too. They got 20K giveaway. So they must have got to 20K subs. So they are on right now. Consume the Goodness. I know them from Tuber Chat. So I'm going to do a thumbs up. I'm going to throw their link in, and then we're going to get Scooter News, and then we're going to go ahead and close up, y'all. Just because we can. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for connecting. Even if it was just here to throw a thumbs up and say hi. All that matters, y'all. So now we need Scooters. Well, wherever the evening finds y'all have a great evening. Like, legit, seriously. It feels weird because I'm going through the laptop for it. Now I'm looking at dates. I just had it. There it is. Alright, this is Scooters. She will be on in 22 or so minutes with Selena and Roflo for their one fry short of a Happy Meal show. And I'm telling y'all, if you need a laugh, even if you can't spend a penny, right? If you need somewhere to go, feel closer, feel connected with folks. That's the place to go. January House, they're another great group of people. Oh, I shared Scooter's link on her upcoming live, so now I'm removing it. I put it in the wrong one. Here we go. There is Scooters. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening, and we will catch you back here tomorrow at 4 p.m., or we'll catch you somewhere on the YouTube highways. Have a great night, y'all. You come back now.